What's up, everybody? Hi, it's Tara from Tara's Traveling Paints. And I think I have it on. I think everything's okay. Woot woot. So, I hope everyone's doing really well. I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I'm going to be working on a 16 by 20 canvas today. The problem is, out of that entire 5-pack, which I know I should probably be buying completely different canvases, but right now, that's what's going down, right? Um, it's not even. It's the only one of the whole thing that's not even. See, even with the things inside, spraying water on the back, and I sprayed water on the front as well. But that was more for an artistic reason because I think it's going to be important. I did use a blow dryer on the water just to kind of. I felt like it was almost too much, but so yeah, we're gonna paint. We are back at using the gray house paint, the really super light blue house paint. I've got that for the base. That's going to be the base again. I attempted to make a brown, but I think it's the quality of my paints are just not pulling it off. But we got it. And I have a little brown watercolor if I need to use it, which I should probably bring it closer to me. Sorry, guys. I try to have everything over here so you can. I'm so crazy. So I've got a little watercolor brown if I need to go in with it, okay? I'm going to put it over here. Hopefully I won't lose it. If I can't find it, point that way. Say, go that way. So it's more of a muddy gray that the brown turned into. I have nothing with it. No water. It's just house paint and paint today, guys. That's what's up. I have a blue. It's a blue metallic. And that's just the really light blue house paint mixed with metallic. I'm praying I think this will work well because it's not going to be your traditional tilt off kind of pour. Okay. Just so you know, I don't see that happening. I see brush work, I see finger work, I see spatula or palette work happening, and also these cool plastic swiping tools that I used last time. I can't wait to show you that painting. I don't know if I've been doing a lot of reels lately. I think they're called reels on Facebook and shorts on YouTube. Because I haven't been painting or not painting, videoing me doing all the painting. I've been creating like crazy sauce lately, which is really good, and I will start recording that, but I want to get further along in that style, but I'm showing them on reels. So you're seeing it happen, and some of them out. One today I actually put like photographs as it went, not the main part of it, but the background, and then how that evolved, and then the final painting. That was watercolor and watercolor and Sharpie. So mixed media. So I got a light green. It's got metallic in it, mixed with the blue house paint, and I got a purple. I'm terrified that I got a lot of gobbles in it, but like I said, this purple is more of a very fine lavender. This is going to be different than normal, and I don't necessarily have to have a perfectly mixed paint, I don't think, for it. Um, and I'm kind of excited. I should grab my white swipe cell activator because that I may use. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm not. We're going to do this a whole new way. And if I swipe, it's not contingent upon a cell activator. It's either going to activate or it's not. How's that? You like that? I like that. I feel good about that. So no worry. So let me show you, make sure I don't have paint all over my hands, the painting from the last time we were together. Where did I put it? I hung it on the wall today. It took several days to dry. It was very thick. But I got to tell you, I decided to keep it as is. I did not go back in with any color or anything like that. I was going to go back in with the brush and color. I don't think so. I think this is perfect exactly the way it is. It's probably one of my favorite pieces. There's so much about it that I love. Texture is huge on this. It's so stinking beautiful. Even the colors, even though they're strange house paints, you know what I'm saying? It's minimalistic and chaotic all at the same time. It's like the opposite, all in one. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm so funny. But let me show it to you. I painted it from this direction, but I hung it this way. This is how I see it best. So let me go ahead and pull it over here. So I want you to kind of see that texture if you can. I don't know. There's a ton of it, okay? This thing, I could see this thing in a gorgeous frame and hung with no other painting on the wall next to it. It is so beautiful. My only issue is when it comes time for varnish, which I have a while because it's new painting. What will I do? I almost want to do a matte. Maybe you guys give me some ideas of what you think. Do you think that would be better with a gloss or even an epoxy? I love epoxy colored paintings. I think they're amazing. And I don't know if I'll fiddle with it anymore, but I feel like it's done. So it's on the wall today is when I put it up. It took, I would say, 3 to 4 days for it to fully dry, where I could trust picking it up. You know what I mean? And knowing it wasn't going to, like, there was so much paint left, guys, if you remember. And this is a painting that I did recently using much lighter colors. I tend to go towards the dramatic, especially lately. Like, 2 of my last paintings are so dark, they're almost black. Oh, 3 of them. Like, there's a lot of dark colors. I like that. So this one is one I did recently to put some summer colors in it. And I had it hanging because I wanted to keep looking at it because I knew it was going to be one of those that I was going to have to fall in love with. So today I decided, oh, that's going to be a redo. I'll just paint over that. That doesn't work. That's not even close. So, and I enjoyed doing it. It looked great wet. Like some of those wet, just crazy. Anyway, get to it, Tara. I decided to do neurographic lines, circles, and corners on this, and most of it was inspired by what was on the painting already, and then some of it was inspired by the groove of it. I used a paint marker for this, an acrylic paint marker. I only used black, and then I went back and accented with some gold. This, it's breathtaking. I don't know if you would even like it. Like, I don't know. Do you? That to me is unreal. Let me see if you can spot the gold. This was gold paint marker, not a full coverage. I would consider going back into that with a foil or a really good metallic paint that's high quality that's going to cover. I did this one, the little egg one, shaped in gold, and this little guy in gold. There, you can see him when I move you around the light. It's pretty. I love this thing. And I have it hung up. I hung it right away. Took another painting down to hang it up. I'm going to leave this on the wall. I don't know if I'm done with it, but I know watching it is going to help me have ideas. That paint marker is so nice. It acted like a Sharpie, but it's not dried like a Sharpie. It's dried like paint, and I really like that. So we will see how that goes. But let me get these out of the way because I'm going to paint. And for all I know, I could pull out a turntable. So I just got to move it out of the way so it doesn't get painted on and the cat doesn't scratch it. Let's hope. So let's get into this. I'm going to pull you over to the side. I think it's going to be better. And I'm going to, before I put you down, I don't need to show you my whole counter. And I had it like perfect 2 days ago. Oh, other good news. Since I started eating ketovore, which is almost carnivore, um, I've lost 19 pounds. Today I decided to get on the scale and I said, oh, baby, you're almost back, which was good. So that means that my diet has healed something that needed attention right away. And now it's working a little bit on the weight because that's part of the healing, because being overweight is not good for your body, not good for your organs, and not good for your joints. So I'm going to drop you on down and let's take a look at what we're going to do. I cannot tell you how difficult that was. I am so glad I stopped the recording so you didn't have to look at my entire counter, because that was hysterical. I know for you it's only been a split second, but for me, it was far longer than that. So we have a 16 by 20, totally crooked canvas, sprayed down with water. The little wood things are in there. It's a crooked canvas, and sometimes that happens. That doesn't mean I'm not going to paint on it. I'm going to paint on it. So I've got the house paint in the super light blue for a base. We should probably put a stick in it and mix it up a little bit. And it's got a very interesting consistency. Super thick, but not the craziest thing you've ever seen in the world. And I like it. And I especially like it for what we're doing today. We're going to get really creative. Then I got a blue mixed with that light blue. This has got metallic blue and primary blue in it. I've got a lavender, and I'm worried about this one. It's got globally gloops in it. I pulled a lot out, and that's mixed with the house paint too. I have attempted to make a brown. It didn't work because I'm not seeing brown, but that's mixed with the light blue house paint as well. I do have, like I said earlier, brown watercolor on standby right here. And this is a green. Oh, I got a gobbledygook right there. Get off. Can you go? Go. There we go. This is a light green, and it's got metallic in it with that blue. I have no idea how they're going to show up, what it's going to be like. I don't know. And I got this gray. This gray is going to play a major role because we are going to discover this. Also, I wanted to I've been talking a little bit about this woman lately, especially since I started the Neurographica, and I'm like, oh my God, who is that lady that used to do that? The puddles wreck and spin and all that stuff. I wanted to know who it was. Couldn't remember. I sat through and looked at every single one of my subscriptions. Couldn't find her. And that takes a lot because I primarily use this channel for subscribing and all that stuff. I couldn't find her that way, so I put it in like her method, the puddle, swipe, spin, wreck. It used to makes beautiful stuff. She hasn't been on in 2 years. I don't know what happened, and there's a lot of people asking. So Kathleen Miller, she's a good artist. As a matter of fact, I believe she was an art teacher at one point. Okay, I love the water on this canvas. I've never done that before. I love how that's moving. I wish I had like the $1 billion camera so you could see that, but it's actually pushing the water to the outside. So we're going to get a lot of flow, I believe. And this might be something I add to everything I do. Look at how nicely that's going down. I'm just going to mix it around. I just want to see that reaction because of all this water. It's interesting to me, and it might make this painting even more awesomer. I definitely got to move the weight, though. The weight was right there in a circle. It almost overflows on itself. It's weird. But we're going to do a little bit more down here. I'm going to reserve a whole bunch because this is the first time I'm attempting what I'm doing. And I am trying to utilize what I've learned from Neurographica in this to make it an acrylic pouring Neurographica artwork like the last one. But I don't know if it's going to work out that way. So it's going to be different. Paint is going down really odd. And it could be because of the water. I don't know. I need fire. Oh, that last video was painful to watch back. Ooh wee. Was not happy about it. So I need more. You just gotta have it. So see if I can do it. Really didn't want to use that much paint, but since I do not want to add water to this, like to the mix at all. I struggle with water when I'm mixing paints. Really hard. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm a spaz face. Yeah, this is going to be an extremely texture painting. I don't know. Well, it's almost the end of that blue anyway, so it's going to be time to do some shopping. I may hit, you know, the hardware store in town and see if they have any oops paint for me to buy. I don't think they have any at Walmart, and if they did, I don't know if I want. I know Walmart paint for this is good, but I don't know about the rest of the things. Yeah, I'm getting a messy fast. It's okay. Do you see that texture in that? Isn't that wicked? So we'll see how it goes. Look at that. It's wild, actually. Just got to get it to break the seal here. Come on down, kids. All right, I think I got somewhere. Somewhere and nowhere all at the same time. I don't know if like I have a feeling this paint, like the house paint, that the blue doesn't like um this canvas. Could be that. I noticed a little of that weirdness last time. Sorry. I got a lot more on my hands than I thought I was going to get. Way more. So, my big obsession in the last 24 hours has been trees. I waited till now to tell you this. I've made 2 or 3 trees, or 2, and I attempted one at one other point. Yesterday when I got home from work, I watched the founder of Neurographica art doing a tree, Neurographica. So here we are. We're going to attempt it on canvas with acrylic pouring paint, and we'll see how I go. So first thing I want to do is use the gray. I'm going to be standing next to you a lot, but for now I need to do this. And I'm going to go off the side and up, and I'm going to do it in a neurographical way. I'm not even looking so that I don't try to control the composition too much. Do you understand? I'm hoping that you're looking into this therapy for yourself. I can't teach it because it's an actual thing people go to school for. And I want to respect that. You spend money on something to be certified to teach it, you should be able to make the money on it. It's just life. This one's going to be more intentional. Because I want to start shaping things now. Because I'm attempting a tree. Yes? That's what I said, right? So eventually it needs to start looking as such. So far with my watercolors, it's been gorgeous. You want to check that out? Go to my reels or my shorts. That would be the best way to see them, because I could stop right now and grab out my sketchbook and y'all just be like, when are we going to get to the tree that you're going to paint? Attempting to use neurographical style. And it would have been like bad. Oh, I love that. I love that. I really, really, really do. Okay. I feel like this line has to get broken up. Yeah, I didn't like that. But that's okay. I think that's like my first line too, which is crazy. All right, now I just have to think for a minute here how I'm going to break, how I want to round my corners. I'm not going to teach you what that is. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. And that is for you to go research of what it means. It's important. I think I'm going to use one of my little thingies I made. Again, like I did last time. Actually, you know what? Yep. Just took me a second. Now, I'm not going to speed up the video because I'm going to go faster this time. I'm not going to, there's a lot that we're going to do with this, so I don't want to get obsessed with this part because I'm not going to speed the video up. Unless I'm super lucky and can find that spot on the video and clip it and do it, then I'll do it. But right now I'm rounding corners. That's what I'm trying to do. It's very different with a marker, very different with a paintbrush. This doesn't visually give you the same thing, but for me, the benefits of it are still the same, if not more, because this is my medium. This is what I prefer to work with. This is what makes me excited. So that's that. And if you do decide to do something like this, if you're a fluid artist and you've been practicing or you have knowledge of it, and you're like, yeah, I should, you got to be really forgiving. It's not going to be like your other fluid art. And if you want it to be perfect, like the fluid art you're doing on your paper, because those come out pretty good, even if you've never drawn a line before. Um, you're gonna have to give up your ego on that part. My first one that we did together was very hard on my head. I had a wicked headache, and as I watched it, and that's part of the process too. As I watched that painting sit here and dry, and she didn't move. There was no extra stuff on the table or any of that. Um, it's just one of my favorites that I've ever done, and it was very uncomfortable to make. But that is also part of the glory of this thing, of working with this in mind. That stuff I can tell you, my feelings. All I can give you experience on is my feelings about it. I'm moving really quickly through this right now. Um, but in real life, on the doing it on the paper with a marker or colored pencils or watercolor, um, I'm pretty quick on there right now too. So I find it interesting. It's kind of migrating over here because it's very different feeling here. I'm going to take a quick look, see if there's not one that I absolutely missed like that. I believe that's been absolutely missed. In there. Nope. I feel good. I feel good. We're going to move on. So, this is tough. I'm scared. Ah. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's so cool. This brown actually came out pretty awesome. Apparently, I didn't mix it very well, though, because I see some red. Okay. Really like that. Really, really do. That's tough. That's going to be tough to touch. But I have to do it. You know why? Because I said so. I'm going to do some tilting. I'm going to tilt it towards me. But first, a little fire. So I'm over here. Oh, it's really cool looking in that video. Really hard to see the difference of those two paints, I think, on camera. But it's there. It's happening. I have no idea why I have this rag here. This does not do me any good. Oh! All right. So I'm going to drop some blue here. Oh, it's delicious. It's delicious, that blue. Can you see how delicious it is? You see if putting it over here will help. It's really pretty. All right, I'm leaving a little reserve. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I'm leaving it. Let's see if it moves a little for me. I'm not expecting much on movement. I actually think I need to manipulate that. I feel like I need to manipulate it with my fingers, so that's what I'm going to do. I just want to... Oh, God, that's so nice. I haven't put my fingers in paint like this in a minute. It's really cool. It's okay to leave some of that background if you're going to do that. Doesn't have to be color saturated. And as you can see, I definitely like that little strip of brown that happened. I want to leave it. Let's see if I get a little closer to the tree. Hello, tree. What shall we name the tree? Should have a name, I think. George? Charlie the tree? That's one of my favorite names. How about my grandpa's name? Robert. You know, I think this obsession with trees really took flight yesterday when I was doodling. I came across one of those old Tartaria videos. They're not really old, but I don't know if you've ever looked into that. It's very interesting. There's something to it. And a lot of the discussion was about the trees and postulations about what possibly happened and is it nefarious and all that fun stuff. And I say yes to all that. But he was blaming it or saying the motivation was control the food. And I do think that's a part of it. It's like a bonus, though, part. I don't think it's the real reason. I think there's more to it than the food part. So my question is, what is up with the trees? So if I was going to ask Robert the Oak, that's what we'll call him, Robert the Oak. He's epic. I would ask him, what is up with the trees? What's the real reason? We know that's one of the reasons. It's an obvious to see why. What is the real reason? That's my question. Now, this is going to be hard to do. I'm going to attempt to put little round circles everywhere. And it's going to be hard. This is the purple, and it's got the gobbledygooks in it that we are aware of. It's very light. It's not a bright color. This will be a very subtle painting for sure. Robert the Bruce. Robert the Bruce? Robert the Spruce. We could call it a spruce, although it's not a spruce tree, obviously. He's not a flashy guy. We're just going to call him Robert. And we're going to say it in our minds. Okay, we're going to say it with an Irish accent or Scottish accent. Ooh. Lots and lots of it. Can you see it? Gosh, it's barely there for you guys. Barely there. So, I'm going to make it exciting. I'm going to add a little blue to each one of them so you can actually spot them. This is only going to make it better anyway. Plus, we could use some blue up here. It's making me think of another artist. He does, I think he's an oil painter. Holy shit, he's got really good YouTube videos on how to run your business as an artist. He's a Canadian firefighter, retired Canadian firefighter. And he paints trees. Like, what on earth is happening when you look at his paintings? They're gorgeous. And he tells you some of his secrets. And some of it is the trees, it's not predominantly brown and green. It's blue and gold and yellow. The sky shines through the trees. It's so amazing. Super hyper realistic. Really beautiful. You'd be impressed. I'm telling you. I wish I could remember his name. Really, really good. Okay. And now for the green. So this will be poured on like that blue was, but I'm not sure how I'm going to treat it after it's poured. And I'll start off the canvas. I'm going to use it all. See if I can get some of the super fine lines in here. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. All right. That was nuts. That was very, very satisfying. I think I'm going to put some of my Neurographica work on Fine Art America as well. Because all I'm selling is prints right now. I'm not even selling canvases or paper or any of that. So far, that's the place I'm going. All right. I got to move on to the other side. I got some business to do. Just kind of moving through it. Oh boy. Guess my brown did work out. It's just a very light brown, almost like a chocolate. But also my gray feels very brown right now. Oh, it just feels good. This reminds me of my old paintings. I did a lot of this. Actually, I did. I even have a painting of an ant. I think it's stored. I called it ant, and it's all cracked and crazy looking. It's so beautiful. That was one of my first. Cracks are not always bad. Just so you guys know. I'm playing with this painting. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. I think I'm done with being on that side. Ooh, that's, oh my gosh, there is an entire, there's two fruits that didn't get touched. I feel like they should have all been touched since so many of them got touched. Why only two being left out? Just going in super thin, not flattening it out. All right. Oh, I don't know how I feel about it. So much paint on the canvas. So I'm going to tilt again. I'm going to go towards the head of the tree. Come on. Oh, okay. That's really neat. Wow. Sorry you can't see, guys. I didn't expect to tilt this way. I'm a little stuck over there, and I need to get over the edge or this painting's going to dry weird. Come on. I ain't mad. I kind of like how it's opening up that tree. Almost making it look even more natural instead of abstract. Like it's been blown and grew up in the wind. Almost. I will go back in with my fingers in a second. First, I think I gotta pull a gobbledygook out. Or whatever. Oh, that's so pretty. We need to check the temperature today. I haven't gone freaking nowheres. I did go outside once, but just trying to keep my headspace in a good spot. I'm missing my puppy like crazy. She's doing good. She's just not home. That makes me sad. So I didn't go on no adventures today in the car because I didn't have anyone to go on them with. All right. I am gonna try some of this. It's a little bit of watercolor brown. I'm getting a brush. I'm gonna try it once. That doesn't mean I'm gonna do it again. I don't think it really does anything for it. So I'll do a okay, that didn't do anything, so well, it did something, but it wasn't damaging and nor was it intention like what I wanted from it. Not mad. I really feel like I'm done. I feel like that's what it is right here. And I am not sure if I'm finished completely. I'll come back in. I might come back in with some marker just to define the Neurographica in it, but we did it. You saw it. I really like it a lot. So yeah, to be continued. I will definitely let you know, just like I did with the other one, that that one's staying the same as far as now. Um, we got the lines, we got the rounding of the corners, we have the fruit, we have so much beautiful stuff going on here. Let me get you in for a closer look. All right, guys. There's a lot to this to love, to me. You might not like it I don't think any cells are going to be popping up or anything like that of significance. It's that long stick that's probably going to fall down the next time it's windy out. So this is Charles. No, it's not. Just tell me to shut up. It's either Robert or nothing. I love that area. Looks like a dude wearing a hat looking out this way. Who knows? That's nuts. Do you see the big nose and the chin? Or is that a baseball cap? Ah, it's tough to tell. And that's the little tree that you and I made together. Say hello, Robert. Hello, LOL. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys.